Stocks are mildly lower as I speak to you right now, but they do seem to have a tiny bit of downside momentum on low volume. As I speak to you right now, the Russell's down 1.11%, the NASDAQ down about 0.25%, the Dow and the S&P both down about 0.1%. Lowe's cut guidance on what they called a frozen housing market. There were no revisions to the EU or Canadian inflation data, and as I speak to you right now, the dollar is weaker against the majors. Gold and silver are higher again, with gold hitting another new all-time high. Crude slightly lower and copper is unchanged. And yields are slightly lower across the board, with the 2-year and the 5-year being down 3 basis points. 10-year down 1 at 385. 2 cents inversion went from a -20 settlement to a -18, which again is +2. That's slightly better. The Jackson Hole Economic Symposium from the Kansas City Fed begins tomorrow. That's in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. And remember what this is. Global central bank leaders and economic policymakers all gathering to discuss economics over the 3 days in the course of the major economies, especially in the G7, but they do talk emerging markets as well. So there will be a lot of headlines coming out of that conference, and there's a lot of high-profile speakers. We also get the FOMC minutes tomorrow from the last Fed meeting, which could perhaps put context around the clues we're going to get from Jackson Hole. So we're going to be paying a lot of attention to that. Now, looking ahead, we get 2 pre-Jackson Hole speeches today by Fed Vice Chair for Supervision Michael Barr and Atlanta Fed President Raphael Bostic. Earnings today after the close, 10 companies reporting with $1 billion in market cap or more, including Keysight Technologies, Alcon Healthcare, Toll Brothers, the big home builder, and San Filippo and Sons, and Lazy Boys. Before tomorrow's open, we get 8 companies with $1 billion or more in market cap, including big retailers like TJX, Target, and Macy's, and Analog Devices. Tonight, data, nothing of note. Tomorrow, we get those Fed minutes I discussed, and then Jackson Hole begins.